Sorry about that.
A little focused on your job, right?
Yeah.
Tim, what did you think of the offensive line scrimmage on Saturday?
I thought we executed well. I mean, I thought the guys were getting on blocks and moving their feet and we were pass blocking. We could do a little bit better job on the run, just be able to move some guys off the ball and try to create some run lanes and stuff. But I thought execution was good. I thought the assignment was good. I thought our technique was well improved. So I was really pleased with what I saw.
You guys ran the ball, I think, around 50 times what we had measured compared to throwing it over 60 times. Is it hard to get into the flow of running the ball there for those guys when it's just kind of in between?
No, I don't think so. I think Graham calls a play where we need to block it, whatever it is. So I don't think it's a flow deal at all. I think it's just he calls it, we block it, and we just got to execute better.
Where are you seeing some of the challenges opening up the holes? Short yardage looks great.
Yeah. Well, I think too. I mean, you look at their front. I mean, you got Marlon, you got Jay, you got Christian Recker, you got Drake, Drax. I mean, those are some good football players. Plus the linebackers. I mean, that's a stout front seven. I mean, that's a great challenge for anybody. So that's good on good going, and it kind of reminds me of the National Football League where there's some give and take in there. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, and as the game goes on, you kind of you get your run game going, and the backs kind of get a feel of how you're blocking it and how the play's expressing itself, and it's just kind of a feel deal, And some of those were RPOs, right? We disconnected through the bubbles and different things we do. So that's another chance to maybe the back doesn't get a feel for how it's being blocked, but we're productive. That's all that matters.
Are you getting the kind of push that I know these guys were pretty excited, with the weight program and all that?
Yeah.
Are you getting that push that you feel like you need?
Yeah, I think we're a heck of a lot stronger than we've been, and we're getting on blocks and we're pushing people and doing what we need to do to be successful. Absolutely. There's going to be some bad plays. It's just part of the game, but it's how you respond to the bad plays. It's not going to always going to be perfect, That's the game of football. That's why you play it, to build callous and build character and perseverance and try to achieve at a high level.
What's your evaluation of Drew Richmond so far?
I think he's doing a really good job. I think Drew's he's 20. Like I said, I think he's a 26-game starter. Played in the SEC. He's played in very, very loud stadiums, very hostile environments. I think that he's doing a really nice job for him joining us in the summer and doing what he's doing. He's a very, very happy and feel very fortunate. It's a great ad by us.
What's the recruitment process like with Drew? What are those conversations like when you talk to him?
I think it was more of a business decision. His thought process was, and you'd have to talk to him, but the way I got it was, hey, number one is academic. Where can I get a great master's? What's going to set me apart for my future? And number two, where can I go on? It's more of a business decision. It wasn't like, hey, I needed to recruit him and he wanted to see all the bells and whistles. I see where can I fit into my role in the room and help me, because I imagine he has aspirations to be a National Football League player and the opportunity to build his resume and help us win. So, and that's the way he went about it, is making his decision.
Has his experience helped in that offensive line?
Yeah, I think so. I think that when you're an older player, it's good because they ask a lot of questions, and sometimes maybe a younger guy's afraid to ask a question, or they think of it a different way. So I think the dialogue's better with all those older guys, not just Drew, but Austin Jackson, Brett Nealon, the guys have been with me for a while. But yeah, he's seen some football, he's seen some different things happening.
Have you seen Austin Jackson? Is he back to 100% now, you feel like?
I think he's doing great. I think he's moving well, and he's practicing well. I think that he's worked through his issues and things. I think he's doing a great job. What a great cause for his sister. I mean, God bless him. It's a neat deal.
You guys really had a hard time running the ball in the scrimmage. When you got a chance to look at that again on film, What did you see?
I mean, I thought one is it's a good front seven that we play against, right? I mean, you guys would all say that.
Yeah.
There were some good runs in there. It got sticky at times. We could do a better job, maybe getting a little bit better push, getting our landmarks right up front and stuff. That's a good thing about scrimmage. You find out, okay, you're doing a good job with this. Now I got to fix that. There's always problems you're trying to fix, and we've been, trying to work on those issues and get better at it and get better at our craft.
What do you do to improve the push?
I mean, one is pad level, right? The lowest man's going to win, and the guy that gets his hands inside with a white base. I mean, there's different things that we can drill and different things. So I mean, you work on those kinds of things to try to get better.
How much does it help getting Rye back?
I think all those running backs are good. Absolutely, it's nice to have another stable of a guy back there and different things. So I think it's a positive thing to Vi's back.
What did you learn from the cross training you guys have done the last week or so?
I think it's a great opportunity to realize, I think one is for those players to say, hey, I'm not a right tackle, I could be a right guard, or I could be a left guard, I could be a left tackle. I mean, it's getting those guys a flow of things and them learning all the different positions, I think is huge. And I think that too, as a coach, I think you kind of you start to think pigeonhole, well, this guy's just a right guard, and you're at times, well, gosh, if I put him at left guard or put him at left tackle, what's it going to look like? I got to go watch the film. But that's what practice is for. You try to find the best fit. You try to cross-fit guys to find your best lineman. So I think overall, it's going to help us down the road if there's issues. Gosh forbid there's injuries, but they'll be able to move guys around and help us.
Do you feel as though anyone stood out in particular at the scrimmage?
I think that I think Brett Nealon had a great game. I mean, look at that. I think that Andrew Vortis did a good job in there. Elijah Vera Tucker. I think all of them did a nice job. They all had their times where they struggled and stuff, but I tell you what, playing that center position and things and getting everything directed and stuff, that's a big mental load on a center, just like playing the quarterback position. A lot of different things to get guys going and making your calls. So I think Brett did a nice job in there, and so did Justin Dietich. I mean, that guy's he does a good job.
As a whole, how well do you think Brett Nealon's taken on that role of the leadership and the communication?
I think he's doing really good. I think he's done really good. I think he's done a good job in the inside the room. All those centers have learning how we want to do it and directing different things. So I think he's a smart young man, and I think that's really paying off for him because he can think quick on his feet, and a screen can change different looks, and he can get us in the right looks.
Let's see one more, Coach. Elijah was saying that in the scrimmage that their communication on the offensive line was as good as he's seen it. Where does the communication start for those guys, and what has made them sort of improve in that?
I think it starts in the room. Like when we put a play up, I have them make the center make a front call, and they all make their calls. Then we go out and we walk through, and we make sure the communication is going. And hey, I can't hear you. I want to hear it louder, and that just reconfirms and us being confident. Hey, we're making this call. Hey, you need to come with me. So I think it's just rehearsing it and making sure we understand we got to communicate. Communication is the key to success. We know where you're going in different things.